I received what sounded like a panicked text from a longtime client of mine, an EVP at a major tech company, and I called him back as soon as I could, and what I heard was a story that I've heard many different times before. The EVP had a bright young star on his team. He had just promoted her to a vice president level a couple of months ago, and in his words, she was flailing. This isn't uncommon. Individuals who are making the move, who are leveling up from a senior manager or director role to the first rung of executive ranks, the vice president, make up my primary coaching audience. And my experience is that it's often very foreign ground, it's unfamiliar territory. People show up in that role, and while they've been successful as great contributors and great functional leaders before, it's a whole new playing field and they don't necessarily understand the rules of the game. So for anyone that's living through that process or has lived through that, here are 3 pieces of advice that I'd like to pass along. First and foremost, recognize that this is absolutely a new experience. You need to be in learning mode. Everything is absolutely different. How you worked and succeeded before won't be how you work and succeed at this point in time. So you have to recognize and accept that this is indeed foreign turf. Second, learn to engage in the political environment at your new level. And people cringe when I use the P word for political, but how work gets done, how decisions get made, you need to be a student and observe and engage and be involved in learning that political environment and beginning to apply your skills. And third, make certain to set the gold standard for performance. Bring your team to bear, bring your resources to bear to help solve initiatives. Set that gold standard, especially when you're involved in leading major strategic initiatives across functions in the organization. You want to quickly establish a reputation for being someone who is really capable of driving effective and high-performance cross-functional collaboration. So 3 simple but not simplistic ideas that you can apply in those circumstances. Of course, there's a lot more to succeeding as an executive. If you're interested in learning more, if you want to have a talk, if you've got someone on your team that's about to be promoted into that role, if you're living through this right now, let's take the opportunity to talk about how we can help drive and promote your success. For whatever reason, when the topic comes up, management teams that haven't been through a lot of strategy work before tend to struggle, and they react just as the individual described. They may view it as politically, some view it as, oh no, things are going to change.